Hello and welcome back to Total War Shogun 2. Today we have another siege battle. Demaulicus playing as Hojo, the faction that kicked his ass last video. As you can see, his general, which is obscenely visible in the forest. I don't think that generals can actually hide in the forest while mounted, because I always see them clear as day. Maybe they can. I don't know. Defending is playing as Oda is Dr. Dave the First. You might remember him from some other videos, especially things like VR chat. Okay. So Hojo hand mortars already opening fire at the very start of the battle, hitting the trees. This is why I tell people don't shoot arrows or artillery from within forests. It's not a good idea. You're gonna waste ammo. They're like, no, it'll be fine. I'm in a forest, so their cav can't charge me, right? No, because you're gonna hit the trees. And every time I tell people this, they don't listen to me. Anyway, let's look at what Dr. Dave is packing in his army. We got 2 katana samurai here. We have some Oda Yari Ashigaru. Yari samurai. That's an interesting choice to go with the samurai for Oda. Why do these only have 100? And not 200. Am I remembering wrong? I might be. Some great guard. 1 great guard cav. Again, best cav in the fucking game, arguably. There's stronger shock cav, but these are great. His general, Oda. Oh, these are Yari, not long Yari. Okay. Bow samurai, Yari samurai. Naginata samurai, Naginata. Bow samurai, Naginata. Bow samurai. In case you're wondering why his forces are just split around like this, it's because in Shogun 2 you can't actually see where your enemy's deploying from when you're the defender like you can in the other ones. So he has to just kind of defend from all sides. Now what's interesting here is I feel like Dave just doesn't have enough troops. I feel like there's some points that are missing here. Like I don't know what he spent them on. We see all his troops, but I feel like there's not enough for how many points he had. And as we see in the balance of power here, he is pretty heavily outnumbered. Let's get the full speed going now. We can't really see Dema's army, aside from his general. And we saw a Hojo hand mortar in the forest that was opening fire on this gate. Only an 8% damage. Apparently, you shoot a couple mortars at a wooden fucking gate, and you're just going to make a little crater in front of it. That's it. Forget actually any visible damage to the gate. It's fine. It's fine. So Dave really has it tough. He's vastly outnumbered, it seems, and outmatched by Dema's army. But at the moment, we can't see Dema's army. We could just see these hand mortars that have finally come out of hiding, and this general. For all we know, the rest of his army could be anywhere else on the map, just waiting to deploy, but very interesting use of the hand mortars. Oh god, I forget how loud those are. Very interesting use of the hand mortars. He's using them right on the gate. They're very fucking accurate, I gotta say. And this gate's very resilient. I've never seen a wooden fucking door that can just handle mortars smashing into it like this, but it's very interesting use of these hand mortars, because in Shogun 2 you can destroy a gate just by running any old infantry unit up to it, and hand mortars aren't really meant to destroy gates. They're more meant to cause chaos among your enemy's ranks. So this is a very interesting use of ammo, and it makes me wonder, is this the only hand mortar unit that he brought? Because it's the only one that's out. Oh, we're seeing some more units starting to appear. Well, oh, they're gone. We saw some bow warrior monks. They're starting to move out of the tree lines, or they're starting to move forward. Oh, here's some more. Naginata samurai, a full line of them. So this might have been a full line of... Oh, Naginata warrior monks. Where'd the bows go? The bows might be up ahead. And Dave is charging out his great guard in the middle of this hand mortar fire. Just lost a single of the great guard, and he's immediately just sprinting back in. Why did he even charge them out, I wonder? Like, I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe trying to get the hand mortars. If so, that was a good idea, but the rest of Dema's army just peeked out and absolutely scared the fucking shit out of him. He's sprinting these Great Guards all the way back home. Not just into the defenses. He's sprinting them all the way back to the top layer. He was going, look at that. Dema's actually trying to hit his fucking Great Guard with the hand mortars. Very slow projectiles. You're not going to catch cav that are sprinting away with that unless they're in some bottleneck. Dave, I think Dave just doesn't really know what to do here, and he doesn't want to sit back and take it, but at the same time, he doesn't have as much choice. But it's not like Dema's packing as much arty as T did in that last siege we saw, at least not that we know of. Now we can really see everything coming out. Look at this full line of bow warrior monks. Damn, that's a lot. Full line of Naginata warrior monks and some Naginata samurai. Interesting unit diversity. They're forming up in the front here, getting ready for some full frontal assault. General's staying back. I don't know where that hand mortar went. Here he is. Fucking Dave's brave Great Guard that are probably starting to get a little tired from running back and forth are actually charging back out in the face of all these Naginata and bows. Charging back out bravely and amazingly. The archer fire is only now starting. Very unfocused. He's running through the gap. Look at this. Dema left a gap in his lines and Dave actually managed to run through it and is now running through the forest at Dema's general. Look at this. Look at this pro cavalry play. Full charge bonus of the Great Guard down the hill into Dema's cavalry. Just like that.
Their general has fallen.
And killed the general. He lost 5 units in that charge. 5 units of his Great Guard. That's it. And he sniped Dema's general before the battle even began. Because Dema left a little tiny hole in his defenses. He didn't even have to go column to do that. He just ran forward full, like, regular formation. Is now sprinting the hell out of there. It looks like he actually lost a couple more troops, but that was completely worth it. That was unfortunately his only cavalry unit, but oh my god, pro cavalry play, absolutely pro. Dema has just lost the biggest boost to his morale before the battle even started, and didn't even manage to kill the unit that did it. That unit that is now still sprinting off into the distance through the forest, absolutely tired, honestly deserving of a break. Looks like they're going to take a little bit of a rest here. Absolutely hilarious, amazing pro cavalry play. What's left of the general retainers not even having a general to guard now. They might as well take these things off. Oh, amazing, absolutely hilarious. I don't know if you're noticing a trend with Dema's plays. He always loses his general. Now see here, he opened fire at the start of this match on this gate with the Hojo hand mortars, but he comes forward and he finishes it off with the fire bombs or whatever they're called. It makes me wonder why he used the hand mortars at all. Bull Warrior monks now opening fire on who? On Dave's bow samurai. And these warrior monks really... and these katana samurai just sitting here taking it. And these guys really outrange bow samurai and bow ashigaru in case he has any. That's bow warrior monk's strength. They're really amazing with bows. They can shoot farther, they can shoot stronger, but they can't shoot as much. But he doesn't need to shoot as much when he's not taking any fire. Look at it. They're just sitting here getting shot up. His bow samurai. Most of his bow samurai, I think, too. But now Dema's actually charging his warrior monks over the wall. Maybe trying to avoid the situation of a bottleneck that he usually encounters. I would have sent someone through the gate before going up the walls. You know, people fall down and they die when they try to climb the wall. So it's not the best idea. Ooh, now we got a whole lot of fire arrows coming in. Gotta love fire arrows, especially when they crash the game. I figured out what that game crash was I got 3 times in a row. That was the latest optional AMD drivers at work. I rolled back to the previous drivers and we've been fine ever since. Still just sitting here taking it, but now able to open fire on Dema's melee units and really pulling it off. Oh, these are not bombs. These are just like, I don't know what these are. Fire sticks. He's going right for these gates. And he's actually going for here too. Really trying to avoid that bottleneck scenario he always gets into. Really trying to overwhelm and not get caught up. But he really should have gone for this gate. Because look, it's completely undefended. There's no archers here. Nothing. Climbing up these walls, you're gonna lose people. People are gonna fall down and die. Even the best trained of eunuchs, except maybe ninjas. But he's taken some losses over here in his melee units. But I think we're fine. I mean, like, I think he's still got crazy advantage over Dave. And look at this, an entire bow samurai dead. Another one about to be on the way out. And I don't think he has much more. Just half of 2. And he's out of ranged units. No, I lied. Back here we have some more bow samurai, but they're just way in the back, not being utilized. They're not up in the front where they should be. Look at it. And now he's just sitting these katana samurai doing nothing, just letting Dema run up through this gate, unopposed by most things. And his bow samurai are getting some nice rear fire in here, which is smart, but it's not enough. I mean, these katana are breaking. These should have been waiting for them here to clog them in. Dema's, I believe, going for this, which is a really smart tactic. As you can see, we've seen some breaking and low morale. You see the colors in Dema's troops? That's because Dema doesn't have his general. His army is fighting on a thread. He really has the advantage in number and just unit type here. Dave theoretically doesn't stand a chance, but they're fighting on a thread of morale. Look at this long Yari Ashigaru charge into Naginata warrior monks. That was a decent charge, but they're going to start getting clogged up here, which I guess it's not the worst when you're defending. Let's see how it's going. More units charging up. This gate's completely burned down. He's climbed up. I don't see any corpses, so I think he got lucky. Didn't lose any on the climb. Now we're just fighting over this gate, it looks like. Where'd that cav unit go? Oh yeah, that cav unit has actually charged his bow warrior monks in the rear, completely destroying another unit, a bow warrior monk unit. Completely destroying and hasn't taken a single loss yet. Now, I've watched this replay in advance, honestly, even though I may be reacting very enthusiastically and dramatically. Unfortunately, Dave does a silly thing here. He stops microing this cav. If he kept running back out and rear charging, he could have done a lot more damage than he did. But at this point, he's just going to leave the Great Guard here fighting. They're going to get overwhelmed by the remainder of the general retainer and these bow warrior monks in melee, and they're just dead. He's essentially just thrown this Great Guard, an elite cavalry unit that has been basically carrying him away, when he could have gotten a lot more kills with this. What's he going to stop it with? This guy, 7 general retainers? These Great Guard would have slaughtered him, but no, he just threw that unit away, unfortunately. Well, let's take a look at what's happening here. Some long Yari Ashigaru clogging up this entrance, surrounded by Naginata warrior monk, and taking a hell of a lot of archer fire. Not the best situation for Dema, honestly, seeing as he's the one clogged in. If I was him, really, he had the control here. He could have gone around, gone for this like area, and gone up both gates at the same time, or even climbed up here, or started climbing here. But he's charging into this gate, potentially making the same mistake he always makes again, of clogging his units up. It looks like Dave is moving forward his remaining bows. Yes. And starting to kind of put the archer fire in here on Dema's clogged up units as any smart person would do. Dave's really playing it well here, trying to hold the line, but does Dave have the troops to actually kill this many warrior monks? Not to mention what's in reserve here, these bow warrior monks. Especially after throwing away the remainder of his guard. His great guard, and there's some general retainers here, though they're not going to do much. This is pretty much it. This is Dema's army. Oh, and he's starting to climb with what are these? Naginata samurai? Some Naginata warrior monks climbing up the side here. Very wise, since he's getting clogged down. He needs to get another entry point, otherwise he's just going to get clogged in and it might cost him another game. And he's still fighting on like a thread of morale as we speak. Dave is hitting him with these bows, trying to charge in some units, but what's happening here? They are charging forward into the bow samurai and getting a real good charge. Look at that. Amazing charge by these Naginata into his bow samurai, effectively turning off that entire section of arrows that were flying into his units over here. That's a full unit that he got too. He's climbing more units up. Now if I was him, I would have spread this out more. He has all this room. Climbing up into one area is not the smartest idea, but he now has a fight going on up here, charging more units into the rear over here. Let's see if we can get a oh, the charge just stopped. Come on, you gotta get in here. You gotta stop those bows. What are you doing? They're just aiming. Oh! Okay, alright, well you got him. You got him. Still fighting over here, but Dave's really sent some troops here. Still clogged up over here too, but the bows are starting to help out. Dave can't hold this much longer, especially not if he's trying to hold this as well. This is a really close match, guys, but I mean, it's really in Dema's favor right now. It's really in Dema's favor. There's... Dave's running out of units. Look at this visceral fighting. Dave is running out of units. Dema's maybe not placing his units the best here, which as we've seen is probably his biggest weakness is unit placement, but Dave is running out of units. Dema does have the sheer overwhelming amount of numbers and unit type. What do we have? More Oda Yari Ashigaru charging up here. But what is this? All of these units are suddenly fucking routing the bulk of his army. Now these ones, just in an instant, everything has changed. In an instant, everything just started routing within a few sentences. And just like that, Dave wins. You know what just happened there, guys? It was that cav charge at the beginning. The fact that Dema lost his general. The fact that they were just seeing all this death around them. They may have had the overwhelming numbers, but they did not have leadership. They did not have the command. Because Dema left that slight gap in his line and didn't micro his general soon enough. Because of that one little mistake. Because of Dave's pro-cav play in the beginning of the match. Dema has lost a battle that was easily in his capability to win. Wow. I loved this battle the first time I watched it, and I love it watching it again. That's a 100% loss streak on Dema's side. That is so... Ooh, you know he's gonna come back hard and really fuck someone up to really get off this streak, and I cannot wait to see that and show that to you guys. And that's Dave. That's Dave on his first battle. And funny thing is, Dave in our little community is known for losing. So this win is a big, hilarious, epic thing. And oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Let's take a look at the unit statistics here. Great guard. This one great guard. 151 kills on those archers. That general. Absolutely pro play with these units. Rest of the army didn't do so well. He really wasn't doing the best. He couldn't do very much with what he had. But I really think he was doing his best. There's more he could have done. He could have sent some units outside the rear or the side and flanked around because Dema didn't keep his archers very well, you know, protected, and he really could have pummeled down on Dema, but even holding the line worked for him since he got that early general snipe. Let's look at Dema really raking in the kills with these Naginata warrior monks, some from the bow warrior monks. He did really alright, honestly, in the siege. He really learned from his mistakes. He stopped clumping up his units as much. He still clumped them up, but he started branching out. He really should have gone for more than one entrance, but honestly, given that he lost his general, that might have just lost the battle for him sooner. I don't really know that he could have come back from that after losing that general. That general really decided everything, and I love that play. That was amazing. Oh, great. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We got more of this coming up, more Shogun 2. I just got my first Total War Warhammer replay in, courtesy of Dr. Dave. So we're hopefully going to get more because I'm actually starting to run out because I'm pumping these out too fast. But we definitely have more of these coming out for the long haul, so you don't have to worry if you're liking these. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.